everyone, please. Can we close the door? Yes. Yeah, okay. Welcome everyone to this workshop number 8. It's body management KPIs, key parameters to improve profitability. To introduce Mr. Vivek Sahai, who is the speaker, sales manager for vehicle refinish and for
So good evening, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. You can use the mic. Hello, hello. Yeah. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our session, which is very, very important for your dealership operations, which is on Bodyshop management KPI and our profitability. Now, I'm basically, leading India Sri Lanka sales for past, working in this industry for past around 27 years. When we were talking an entire day, we started with our automobile as an industry. Where ministry was there, then we have dropped down to, automobile business level. And from business level now, I'm looking to move to your backyard of your dealership operation, which is a body shop. And body shop at times, it's an area which at times can be a little gray. But then what is important is that this is a particular area where we all see that maximum profitability of a dealership comes from. So who we are, I represent a company named as Akzo Nobel, which is a Dutch group. We are in this business for more than 200 years, where our initial operation started in 1792. And Sikkens brand originated since then. And since then, we have attained a global scale, never looked back. We work in a domain of decorative paints, performance coating, where marine protective yacht coating, automotive and aerospace coating, the view which we belong, and then we have a industrial coating business we are dealing with. So as a company, our core is safety, sustainability and integrity. And that is what we are delivering to each one of our dealer partners since day zero, when we started our India operation way back in 1999. Now, why we are in this business? Because obviously this is a business which makes money. Am I right? Is the body shop operation makes money for you all? Right? And the business which makes money, or the business at times can get into a little gray area, that impacts your profitability most. And this is where, when we started our operation in India, our endeavor was that how our solutions can be more sustainable for your operation. And that is how we started partnering with your dealerships. If you look, in India also, the dealership landscape have changed in past 2 decades. There is no more a great grandfather industry, because vehicles are changing, vehicle technology is changing, right? And then when the substrates have changed, it's more with a digital console in that. Now with ADAS, it's more of a sensors which are there. Obviously, fixing our vehicles is also require a change in a mindset. And that is where the new ways of working and continuous adaptability will be a key for all of us to sustain. So in spite of we investing 27 years in India, we are also learning by working with you in your body shop along with your team, and we are also bringing a latest technology to your location so that your operation can be more sustainable and profitable. Now what is important? Why is today's session? Now today's session play a very, very important role, because it's very apt saying that what is not measured in your business, it can't be managed. And if something which is not measured, not managed, will always be prone to loophole. So while since 97, 98 dealership ecosystem has started flourishing, lot of vehicle model have been launched. Lot of OEMs have been inducted from 97, 98 to the OEMs which came in 2005, 6, then 2012, Renault, Volkswagen, Skoda, all these companies have also scaled up. MG came later in 2017. Since then, when the ecosystem was growing, still we have seen certain dealership collapses. And why dealership collapses happened? What can be a reason? It can collapse only if any operation is not making enough money, right? And that's also a reason KPI plays a key role. Now, why it is important? It's important because the study from Frost Sullivan also says that in India, for all across four-wheel dealership ecosystem, roughly 25% of your profitability comes from your service operation. Am I right? Overall, the profitability, whatever you get, 25% comes from your service operation, 14 to 24% comes from my spare parts, margin whatever OEM is giving, because ecosystem at a dealership level is highly controlled by the OEM. Good for we all as a stakeholder. Vehicle insurance also gives a lot of money. And then if you look a new vehicle sale, the new vehicle sale margin is just 2 to 4%, barring few OEMs which came late and they have created disruption or dealer margin as well for a new car. But then by and large, the important point is when there is so much of the complexity in your overall dealer operation, and the profitability lies with a service, that too in a body shop, where we are actually investing time. So this is the question is which of self-reflection, because today, when we partner with a lot of dealerships, we see that body shop is something where most of the business owners, they invest the least amount of time. Well, I'm not generalizing this statement, but what I have seen, owners normally probably they go on a Vishkarma Puja, because that is the day when we pray to Lord Vishkarma, we create a connect with our technicians. But then apart from that, the question comes, how much time we are investing on a daily basis on this business, which contribute maximum to your profit. What is KPI? Now KPI is a key performance indicators, but then what is important for KPI is that it needs to be very, very simple, which can be measured, which can be implemented easily. So simple form of KPI need to be looked upon. And when we are talking body shop here, important is to look labor, parts and material, all three things to look in tandem for overall dealership profitability. Why all three? Why all three? Can anybody highlight? Because when we are loved to look paint as an important component of your body shop, we tend to negotiate very, very hard on a paint as a material. But what we miss is basically that paint is a very, very small part of your overall operation. And all the operation which happens in your body shop is starting from a vehicle reporting to the final delivery. It has various touch points. And various touch points have a various stakeholders to have a control in your dealership. Now, there is a estimating process wherein your front end have to collaborate, integrate with the customer need, integrate with the insurance, who is the biggest check payer to you. There is a parts team, which then, basis of estimation, need to check the parts availability, because, multiple, type of parts are required, and even a small part, if it's not available, and vehicle is lying in a production floor, ready for, assembly, and part is not there, then you can't deliver your vehicle. So, every department, be it estimating, parts purchasing, repair process, or a customer relation, have to also interact with each other. And out of this interaction, your body repair process only start post insurance confirmation, post disassembly, when the vehicle actually comes on a floor. So thumb rule says that we should not start the production of any repair vehicle till the time We ensure that the repair is approved by the owner or an insurer, and also all the parts which are required is available within the dealership. Then only the vehicle should come on a production floor. Now KPIs, now this is an important point, right? So in our past so many years of experience, we tend to focus on few KPI, but we miss at times overall a larger picture. And what is it? It's a little controversial subject, isn't it? So we as a paint company, we connect with you. We have established 3 main KPI about cost, material cost per car, consumption ratio or material cost per panel. These are the 3 KPIs which we always talk in connecting with you, or you will talk with us on these things. But what we miss is the other part of parameter where how's our labor sales per car? How's our productivity per day per bay? How's our labor sales per panel? How's our manpower efficiency going? Because each individual dealership, say fixing 200 cars in a month, will also have around 15 productive staff on a floor apart from non-productive people, right? So how's our labor efficiency on a floor? Overhead cost, productive staff versus non-productive staff ratio. Are we monitoring these other KPIs or not? That's a very, very big question. Because when I connect with our global key account managers who are managing the matured market where competition is further immense, there people are not only relating with cost of paint. They relate the profitability in terms of the final outcome and in terms of process and efficiency. Why? Because if you look, even today, paint costs only 20% of your overall labor earning, whatever as an estimate per panel, wherein 80% is contribution there. Now this 20% average, if you look, also we have active participation with you wherein the net cost of paint material will be further lower. But if you look, remaining 80% part, that plays a very, very important role for your profitability. So have you ever established that what is your average labor earning per panel going with a XYZ insurance company? Can you recall that? ₹1,000 which we are missing on a estimation part itself directly flows to your P&L as your profit, because your cost of operations or cost of material is going to be same, right? So this is why the KPI management overall as a body shop operation are very, very important for any dealership. Second, you all as an entrepreneur, you would be running your balance sheets. You would be running your P&L. Am I right? Now, what is the frequency of your P&L? When normally we have seen while connecting to a lot of dealerships that their balance sheets or overall P&Ls are getting created once in a year after financial year closure. Am I right or wrong? Monthly. So monthly when you are creating a P&L, is it a overall P&L or is it specific to any function? Overall, yes. So if we are creating a P&L, so first thing is a lag measure, because it is something which has already happened, you can't correct it. Second, if you are creating an overall P&L for your dealership, which certain of our fellow, industrial colleagues have acknowledged, it will not give you a sense that where to pay attention. Is it a sales? Is it a parts? Is it a service? Is it an insurance? Or is it a body and paint? So what is also important is that you, in all your hierarchy, you would definitely be having CFO or account manager. If you can request him to establish a monthly P&L for you, only for your body shop, where you can capture your top line revenue earning, you can capture your overheads. So top line revenue with your operational material cost will give you contribution margin. Now after contribution margin, once you remove your overheads, will give you final profitability. Now once you start measuring an individual P&L for your dealership operations, also for body shop, will give you a very, very good control on where to focus. So the very, very basic point comes in that let we create a dedicated P&L, let we create some current benchmark for your body shop operations, and then look how's your material cost flow is happening, how your other related non-pay cost flow is happening, how's your overall efficiency on a manpower, on a top line labor is happening. Because once you add up your productive and a non-productive cost, because body shop is not just a productive technician, you will have a body shop floor manager, you will have a body shop estimator, you will have a parts team involved, you will have a body shop reception also. So all these non-productive costs are also there. So once you create a trend analysis of all your current costs and also take it that from a revenue point of view, from your contribution margin, gross margin, once you remove the operational costs, you will be able to see your profit. And this will give you better control in terms of your people productivity and efficiency. And once you are start measuring it, most of dealership we have seen, they are a multi-location. So multi-location dealership group also, you have a KPI to compare with one of your body shop to another body shop. You have a KPIs to compare to your fellow dealers also. And that is how it will automatically bring the efficiency to the ecosystem. Now where to focus? So in a body repair, it's about technology, it's about a repair profile, it's about material and skills. So 4 things are very, very important. Technology we all know, because on technology front, OEMs will guide you. They have SOPs which have been formulated. Repair profile is very important because there are various substrates. There are the ABS, there are PU rubbers which are there. There is at times, in a substrate we have aluminum alloys also in a premium cars. So jigging, pulling, welding for aluminum alloys would be very different than working on a mild steel, right? And then there are various kind of dent pulling operations wherein no need to cut the entire part if you can remove the dents by dent puller. So those kind of processes are also available. So once we start working on this technology domain, product profile will give us a better control. Second, in the body shop, the 5 key drivers are your labor efficiency, utilization of your capacity, production efficiency, dependability, and a flexibility. And I'll come in a next slide why flexibility will play a role in today's context. And a 5 operational objective is where the efficiency influence happens is, recording, time, because in India still the time estimations are not in a practice. Otherwise, if you go to matured market, even a nearest market like Middle East, the entire estimation is a time based. They know their labor per hour and they do time estimation. Now, when I connect with a lot of business owners, they always say that, OEM rates are there, menu-based rate, insurance is not paying. Now, if insurance is not paying, it's the connect and a negotiation, which is very, very important. The better would be the control and on a negotiation part, and we should not give that, control at a lowest level in a body shop, will ensure your better profitability. Otherwise, there is a lot of leakage happens, and if the estimation itself, repair estimation itself, if the leakage is happening, a lot of supplementary estimates is going to create a lot of customer dissatisfaction. And then downtime, other related, activities will play a key role. What is important in a body shop is, we focus a lot in terms of cycle time, which is a direct operational time on a floor, wherein for entire ecosystem to earn money, it's a key-to-key time which plays a role. So from a time when a car met with an accident, car owner comes to you, or a driver comes to you and hand over the keys till the delivery, that's what is called key-to-key time. And in this key-to-key time, the insurance, the consumer, and your repair center, all three have an active role to play. So rather than only focusing on a process or cycle time, better to focus on key-to-key time, because when we were doing market research, a lot of our pan-India dealership, we have found that vehicle actual processing today, on a floor, for a say 2-panel job don't require 5 to 6 hours, more than 5 to 6 hours. For a mid-size car, won't require more than say, around 20 hours. And for a heavy repair, it won't require more than 70 hours. But still vehicle stays longer in your location only because there's either insurance approval delay or a parts delay, or there are too much of, delays are happening because we open up a lot of cars on a productive way, bays get jammed, now further cars are getting parked and we are not able to fix it. So that's where key-to-key time plays a role. Another important, interesting, connect which we have seen, again it's a Frost and Sullivan report for India, where dealership, normally in the nowadays, it's a latest study, that 83% of a heavy damage or accident repair, where the parts are required, comes to a dealership, because that's where for heavy repair, customer trusts a dealership, A, in terms of the quality of a repair, in terms of safety, B, in terms of, management with the insurance company with the zero debt policy, right, a cashless repair. But where the gray area comes is that a minor repair are only at a dealership level, which is getting retained, is very, very low. And most of the minor repair, wherein customer have a dimple or a dent or a scratch on his car, it's not that he don't want to fix it. When we did a mystery survey to a lot of our dealership customers, what we have found is that a lot of your service body shop advisor, when these scratch or dimple while estimating for a service, they mark. And if customer asks them to get it fixed, they ask more than 2 days time. Or they say, sir, my body shop is full, it will require time, you come later. Now in a current context, if my communication to customer is with this kind of statement, will the customer will come back? Because lot many customers, even if they have a problem, they will not come back and complain. They will simply shift to the solution available. And that's also reason we see that a lot of independent garage, they do minor repair more, and it's not that they are charging less. They also probably charging almost say equal amount what you can charge, but still customer goes because there they are committing that I'll give you a delivery in a same day, right? So that's a very, very important role to play, and that's where our experience says that if we start catching up minor repair, will be very important for you to upgrade your profitability. So create that kind of vacuum so as to have a pull management. Now once you have a floor empty, obviously you can take more input in a body shop funnel. So funnel is like, one hand the repairs are coming, you are fixing it up and then it's going. And that is where the processing plays a role. Reconnect with your customers. Important is strategy to retain, because if we lose any customer for minor repair, and touch-ups are easy and fast, they give more profitability because less of material and less of time goes. And if we are losing customer for minor repair or medium repair, we'll lose them for further heavy repairs as well, right? So that is what is important. Use your DMS analytics. In future with a stoppage policy, pre-owned cars with a reconditioned parts also will come in. So cost of maintaining dealership will eventually go down, and that is where we can utilize this. Some dealership, specifically independent dealership, we have seen running a parallel, loyalty programs. So these are the certain ways to greet customers, because if the customers are engaged, obviously there will be a ways to make money. Three main strategic priority challenges is again automated, connected, and electric. And these things, which is again a talk of the town and an entire Bharat Mobility show, which started since yesterday, is on EV, BEV, mild hybrid, HEV. वही दिख रहा है सारे OEMs के साथ, right? So when the cars are more digitalized, the cars are more sophisticated. अभी वो gas welding से या छेने हथौड़े से काम नहीं चलना है. So that is where keeping upkeep with the market trend, getting skilled, upgraded for your technicians regularly with the help of OEM or with the help of partners like us, where we'll get into your floor, we'll invest our time and efforts, in ensuring the right practices will play a key role. Connected cyber cars, again, sensors are there, sophisticated. So if we don't fix it right, we'll have a reverse impact on liabilities, and that is where we should focus on these things. Important video here, very, very crisp. Now, this is what an airbag does if it is fixed properly by the OEM. But even a 7/100th of second gap can create a heavy impact on a safety. And if the technology is of that sort where safety is challenged and we are not fixing it right, you know very well who owns that liability. Because then insurance will never come and say that we have paid you less, that's why the quality is compromised. They will always say, we have paid what you have asked, but it is you who have not able to fix the vehicle right. And that is where we have to be more cautious. Another Indian market, one aspect of Indian market is, fortunately, we have a labor control market where most of the OEMs have published labor per panel, by model, by make, by at times color, solid color, pearl color, or metallic color. And lot many time when we connect to the business owners, they always say, no, yaar, insurance companies say it's tough to negotiate and all this stuff. Now imagine a situation, we all are living in a competitive world. Yes or no, right? Now suppose if in India, OEM is not giving you a scheduled rate. OEM is not giving you scheduled rate. And you have to today fix the car with respect to utmost quality safety. Then will you charge more what today OEM rate are, and will you charge less? What is your answer? Given a choice, you will charge more or less? More. Because obviously quality can't come at a cost. Quality have certain price, and we have noticed that when we connect, and we have seen there is a vehicle accident shift happened in past 15 years. Today, most of your dealership operation, you see that 57-58% is a minor if the panel jobs are there, important is how we are fixing it. Because then the entire layout of your dealership will come into a play. So technologies are definitely disruptive, right? So if we are not proactive, we may lead to this situation. So as we can clearly acknowledge, if there is a minor repairs which has gone up, and 57% is a minor repair, and if we are making our body shop traditional, where we can have body shop made traditional way for fixing a heavy repair, then can you fix your cars efficiently? Because you are not able to capture fullest. Same way, if there is a combination where your body shop is still not equipped with a, say, work cell kind of flexible approach, then also will able to partially cater heavy or a medium repair, will not able to fix the small repair. That is where even today, most of the OEMs have acknowledged the need of a work cell concept or a line concept where minor repair can be fixed segregated. So if you can install a separate work cell in your body shop with a dedicated technician or a dedicated paint material, will also give you more efficiency and more profits to cater. And then the new repair challenges comes in with respect to substrate, with respect to crumple zones of a vehicle. Now, within a vehicle also, there is a differentiated way of riveting, gluing, right? Those kind of technologies have come in. So that is where connecting with a OEM SOPs and connecting back to the suppliers will play a key role on this front. Now further, it is becoming more important with vehicle coming with an electric module, because electric may insulation play a very, very important role. It's becoming more sophisticated. Certain vehicles will have a battery pack on a back, certain have on a floor like Tesla, or yesterday I've seen even a Vitara Brezza, where the battery, which is going to become on a floor. So those kind of technologies, we have to then look how we can imbibe. And when all these changes are there, the challenges will come in on repair technologies. As I said, we can't, open the bumper nowadays with ADAS sensors and all the way we used to open earlier. So sophisticated tool, learning for the technician, going to play an important role. Same way for ADAS vehicle, we as a company proactively have created a permeable paint. So all of our paint which is coming from our R&D getting approved by the OEM is totally permeable to LiDAR or ADAS technology, so that the rays which goes to sense would not be distracted or impacted. Because if we are not using a right technology of paint and we just paint it by any material, any color which is available outside from the market, will hinder the permeability of the sensor technology and may impact the safety of a vehicle. Wherein today, even in India, because we are a supplier to BMW, Audi and all these OEMs, so all of our testing is done basis the latest permeability specs which are getting governed globally is made available here in India for each and a color. So that is how we are choosing our pigments, which is getting used in a mixing system for your car. Now, how we are doing as a company, how we are coping up. So obviously, I'm not going to talk about our products, because products are as good as what we are delivering today in a matured market. We have 2 brands approved with most of the OEM in our premium business, which is Sikkens and Lesnol. And fortunately, both the brand right now is available with a waterborne technology. Lesnol is also approved with a lot of OEMs. We got a Lesnol GT, which is getting used in Toyota's largest body shop in Middle East, which is Al Futum. So Al Futum, past 6 years is working as on Lesnol GT technology, and we have a Lesnol brand available in India. We have also inducted a UV surfacer, which can dry in 1 minute with a UV exposure. It's the same resin technology which your dentist use while fixing a resin in during your root canal, right? The same technology is now available for aftermarket in our paint products. We have digitalized the entire color ecosystem with our Mixed Cloud, wherein with a cloud, not only you can retrieve the color, and some of my colleagues have also created a display for this, where the cloud can give you a technician-wise, car-wise material consumption. So even an inventory, paint inventory tracking, we can do through cloud, and it will give you a daily production or technician-wise production or a consumption detail. We as a company, we have gone further ahead, wherein some of our competition is still talking about semi-automatic kind of, dispensing machine, or they are talking to go on a moon. We have gone into mass, where we have created a fully automatic paint dispensing machine, which is connected with our spectrophotometer named as Automagic, and also connected with a Mixed Cloud, so that even a 40 ml of paint can be dispensed easily. And the shops which are producing more than, say, 300 cars in a month, 10 to 12 mixes in a day, can easily have automatic paint dispensing machine, which can take away all the manual mixing biasness or a technician errors. So this is how we are coping up. Another important thing is that, when we connect today, lot many time, we have seen that industry negotiate on a paint material cost or industry negotiate on a overall discount. So it's a dual-edged sword. Why? Because if any supplier who is, gone very, very aggressive on a discount, what I have noticed, they will simply push paints to you, cans of paint, considering you are a dealer for them and having margin. They will never come back in your backyard for your profitability correction. On another hand, there is another trend which picked up in certain geography only on a fixed cost. Now the problem with fixed cost is the same supplier who is trying to deal on a fixed cost will sell you the cheapest of their product technology. Why? Because he knows that he is getting to pay only a particular cost. So he will never give you his sustainable solutions or innovative solutions because he knows he is not going to get any differentiated cost. So all this thing ultimately going to impact. While I may feel that I have negotiated very well, at best of my ability, in a 20% of my paint percentage combination, but it will pinch to whose pocket. And that is also, I have seen most of the dealerships who are running very well, they are not negotiating only on paint costs. They are considering the best technology paint with the right efficiency so that ultimately the profitability will be better. We have also created a paint training simulator. This is a digital simulator wherein now fresh skilling can be done for technicians. We have created more than 1,500 people, trained young people, fresh in past few years, out of which 370 skilling we have done previous year itself. And these, paint simulator is totally mobile. One is on display, wherein we can come and do certification of your paint technician, or we can evaluate the fresh hiring for you basis our services which are already available in India. So this is what is the key differentiation we are playing. Last slide. As a global company, sustained for more than 250 years, what we are doing is we are committed to our carbon emission reduction norms. We have signed Azerbaijan's UPC commitment, where 50% reduction we have taken up in our plants. That is how we are moving the technology up more to sustainable solution like waterborne. Unfortunately, OEM are supporting, where the biggest OEM of Maruti, where we met previous year, Partho Banerjee-san, you must be knowing him. And he said, Vivek, we are looking to approve now. When my regional BU director was here, Patrick, and with Partho-san, we were able to create a waterborne approval with a better labor rates. Same way, we are also looking that by 2030, 50% of our product profile globally will be only on innovative solutions. So we are giving away all of our current technologies and going to look for future technologies. We have also launched a CO2 evaluator, where our field consultant are equipped. They can come, they can do estimation of your current carbon emission basis the current product line which you are using. And then we can recommend you that in what way our product process can be more sustainable to you in terms of reducing the carbon emission, plus how it can improve your profitability. So this is a very, very few things. I've tried to cover 27 years of my connect in this 30 minutes of opportunity. While some of the people who are using seconds or Lesnol, well known to actionable work of philosophy and style, I'll seek active recommendations. I'll be very, very open to work with you along with your team to have a sustainable long-term partnerships. So this is where I end my presentation. And one thing you may have noticed in my presentation, the theme was of your flow. And it's a dynamic theme because all the operation starts with estimation. So this is what will play a key role in managing your profitability, productivity, and ensuring better sustainability for you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Vivek Sahai. Just stay back for a minute.
So one quick thing, I have my South Asia director, fortunately, Dr. Kumar Iyer also here. I want him to be here for a little bit.
Please, sir, please join us.
Puneet, who is my key account manager, because he coordinates for all my OEM relationships. So whatever approval we have, whatever process approvals we get, Puneet is the guy.
Please. You'll have to take this because your name is written.
Okay, let's go. So for us, so for us as an organization, name is just a name. What matters is our actionable philosophy. Right? Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Let's paint the future by creating a fruitful present. Thank you.